Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Cruz. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Get him. Jim. Check. Fresno.
Hey, stand up.
throw from his end zone. Fox. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they work this out past the 25. On first down. It's Patterson, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down and 4. Allen, he's got his man close. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fox. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The previous play is under review.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line. Here right at the 30. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. These two teams all tied after one. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
He's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
80 weapon. Hey, more of it.
Tighten up.
Patterson on the carry. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Fox. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Fox. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. from 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen to throw once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back to throw. Fox.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fox. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
10-2 stop. 44.
Check, 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 check.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here's Elliott. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So 1st and 10 at the 38. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
218, chop, go.
To throw again. Fox. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially Give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Fox. He's got Lewis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet. Make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. On 1st down, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. This is Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York set to take the field.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Chopper. Leo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
You got it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Fox. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The run we just witnessed put him north of 20,000 career rushing yards, and he passed Emmitt Smith way back at 18,355. I don't know that anybody ever gets to 20K.
Yeah, I don't think so, and it certainly doesn't feel like it. Maybe not in our lifetime, that's for sure. But think about how he got there, because what do we always say? Football's the ultimate team game. So that means he's had great offensive lines during his time. He's also been blessed with tremendous longevity, not to mention his talent alone. Wow, put it all together. That's where we are now.
He's the best to ever do it, folks.
Kill.
Now.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field...
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
70.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one. Possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Rock it.
Shoot. Throwing again. Fox. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Again, it's Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, Fox. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Looking to throw. Fox. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fox. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tackle made right at midfield. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. And under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Fox. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fox. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.